Hello everyone, so I wanted to go ahead and record this just because I've been really anxious to recording this for at least a couple of weeks now, and let's just say it took one last thing to finally push me to finally recording this. And what I'm going to be talking about is the question of, are Titans the next big thing? Now, when it comes to the next big thing, it's usually something that has to do with a concept or a certain aspect about a game or a movie or something like that that ends up being very, very successful. And what will oftenly happen is that a bunch of other companies will start trying to copy them or do what they're doing, or just take that one little aspect or one little thing that made their product or whatever so successful and put it into their product and hope that it sells well. A great example is zombies. When it comes to zombies, at some point, zombies was something that became very viral and it was really trending, and there was a lot of companies, kind of trying to do the same thing really. And it even got to the point to where some video games, you could literally tell pretty easily that the zombies aspect of the game was just a last minute thing that they threw in there because they were probably like, yeah, just go ahead and throw zombies in there, it'll definitely sell well. And, it's one of those things that, just oftenly happens. And another example is vampires. Let's just say after a certain movie came out, I'm not going to say what it is, let's just say a lot of people hate it for one little bitty tiny detail about the movie. And what happened was that once that came out, there was a bunch of movies coming out with, vampires in them, a couple of video games, not very much, but there was a couple of movies that were definitely trying to copy them, like to the point it was so obvious, it was insane. It's like, wow. And, they just did things in a certain way where they avoided getting into any trouble, at least legally and that kind of stuff. And, I really don't want Titans to be like that. And the reason I say that is because, for video games right now, this month, Titanfall came out. And from what I played of Titanfall, it's a very great game overall. It's sold very well. It's actually made the number of Xbox One consoles sales actually go way up just because people were so anxious to actually play the game. And on the other side of things, we got Attack on Titan. Now, in 2013, I would definitely say that Attack on Titan was the big anime of the year just because, everyone knew about it, everyone was talking about it, and it even got to the point to where there's a lot of people that aren't even into anime, really, that started getting into it just because, they've been hearing so many people talking about, Attack on Titan because it's so popular and everything. And, because these things are in two different complete areas, and for all I know, there could be a movie out there that turned out very successful, whether it's sales, ratings, or whatever, that had Titans in it. If so, then make sure to let me know in the comment section below, because I would love to actually know what that is, because obviously I haven't heard about it. But, seeing this in two different areas at once makes me really worry that, Titans might end up being the next big thing. And the thing I hate about, the next big thing is that what will happen often is that not only will it just, have a lot of companies trying to copy them and doing what they're doing and duplicating them, but it gets so oversaturated to the point that people end up getting sick of it. People just are like, you know what, I'm just getting sick of, blah, 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 and I'm just going to go ahead and look for something else to get into. And because of that, the actual good games or the good movies or good shows, in this case, actually end up not getting, they end up getting overlooked and they end up not getting the attention that they deserve. And it's one of those things that really happens. And I don't want, Attack on Titan or, Titanfall, to die down, slowly or anything like that, just because, Titan ends up being one of those things that you see going so viral, and you see so many movies and video games and animes and other things trying to copy what they're doing and stuff like that. And then people just get sick of it and then they look away and look for something else. And of course there's going to be people that are going to stay, but I really want them to stay around, I want them, to get the attention that they deserve, especially considering how great both of these, titles are, really. I mean, and I just really don't want this to happen. It could really, really end up really, really bad. And I would love to know your guys' thoughts in the comment section below. Do you think this is just a coincidence? Do you think this is something that happens all the time? Or do you think it's guaranteed to happen? Or do you think it really depends on the concept or whatever they're trying to copy or duplicate or whatever? Maybe they just look for the ones that are the easiest to actually implement into their title. Or do you think it's just, a needle in a haystack, just kind of a random thing, what I mean? And, just let me guys know what you think in the comment section below. Now, one thing I was actually going to say is that the last thing that pushed me to finally recording this video was actually Loot Crate. Now, I've talked about them a couple of times before, and I was actually going to get started this month with Loot Crate, but the only reason I couldn't is just because, whether you know or not, I spent my last bit of money on my microphone stand, my boom stand, and it was definitely well worth it. I actually got it right before the price went back up, so it's good that I bought it when I did. And, I guess I'll have to wait till next month to get started on Loot Crate. And, I was really anxious to get this month's, just because this month's title, because they have different, themes for every single month. And if you don't know what Loot Crate is, I'll have a link in the description below where you can check it out. But their theme for this month was Titans. And the other cool thing that I actually saw was a picture of something that looked like a Titan from Titanfall, and it looked like there was a character from Attack on Titan universe, holding dual swords with the same colored shirt and everything. And I thought that was really cool, and when I saw that, I was like, man, I need to record that video, relating to Titans, and, the big question of, are Titans the next big thing? So I wanted to go ahead and end this video by asking you guys a question, and that question is, would you guys like to see me do Loot Crate videos on this channel? Because, Loot Crate's definitely something I want to get into, because, you get a shirt, and I have a lot of shirts. Most of my shirts are from, like 5+ years ago, so I definitely need to get some new ones, so that would really help. And also, just the kind of stuff that you get really fits my personality, because I still collect Yu-Gi-Oh cards, Cardfight Vanguard, which is new, and I haven't had very many Magic the Gathering cards for a long time. I have a bunch of just toys and just things laying around that I probably should find a place to put them, actually, now that I think about it, because it's really starting to pile up. But it's something that would really fit me. And if I could get some Marvel-related stuff, that would be really nice, because I don't really got very many Marvel things, if any at all, really. So that would be really nice and exciting. But let me guys know if you actually would love to see me do those videos on this channel, because if not, then I'll probably end up doing them on the main channel, which is around 600 subscribers right now. But if enough of you guys actually would love to see me do it, then I wouldn't have a problem doing it on this channel. Anyways, that's pretty much it for this video. Let me guys know if you'd love to see me do more videos like this, and if so, then I'll try to look into do more videos like this. But anyways, that's pretty much it for this video. Thank you all again for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.